Obi says Tinubu lacks compassion, questions priorities amid national hardship. In a country where suffering has become a daily experience for millions, Peter Obi, former governor of Anambra State and Labour Party's 2023 presidential candidate, is once again raising his voice. This time, he's calling on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to show more compassion. Speaking during an interview, Obi didn't mince words. He said the Nigerian presidency demands sacrifice, empathy, and connection to the people, not detachment, luxury, or fear. According to him, the Tinubu administration is out of touch with the suffering of ordinary Nigerians. But what exactly does Obi mean by compassion? And is he the right person to lecture others about leadership? Obi criticized the idea of the presidency purchasing a new presidential jet worth 150 billion naira. He argued that such spending is tone deaf, especially when over 80% of Nigerians' primary healthcare centers are in disrepair. He insisted that if he were president, he wouldn't approve such a purchase. Instead, he would redirect those funds to where they are needed most: education, health, infrastructure, and social welfare. He went on to describe his personal choices while in office as governor of Anambra. For 4 years, he said, he drove a Peugeot 406 and avoided bulletproof vehicles. In his words, nobody will try to kill you if you do the right thing. It is when you do the wrong thing that you fear death. Obi even stated that true leadership should come with the willingness to sacrifice one's life for the people. He pointed to recent tragedies as example of what he sees as Tinubu's indifference, like the tragic stampede in Ibadan during a Christmas celebration where several children died. According to Obi, rather than visiting grieving families, the president chose to remain in Lagos for the holidays. He also criticized Tinubu's silence over the deadly herdsmen attack in Yelwata, Benue State, where many were killed and thousands displaced. On the surface, Peter Obi's message is powerful. After all, empathy and leadership should go hand in hand. But here's the question many Nigerians are asking. Is Peter Obi offering real solutions, or is he simply repeating old campaign lines? Obi has positioned himself as a humble, frugal, and morally upright leader, someone different from the typical Nigerian politician. That image helped him gain massive youth support in 2023, especially among those tired of politics as usual. But beyond that image, we need to ask, what exactly did Peter Obi do in Anambra that qualifies him to lead Nigeria? Yes, he introduced some financial discipline. He cut down waste and promoted savings. He reportedly left money in the state's coffers. But how did that translate into long-term development? How much of that savings was reinvested into human capital? Did those savings improve the lives of teachers, students, traders, or farmers? Did healthcare become more accessible? Did the people of Anambra feel a real difference in their daily lives? The Debt Management Office has clarified that Obi did, in fact, leave behind both domestic and external debts. So the popular claim that he left the state debt-free isn't entirely accurate. And while his supporters often point to his refusal to live lavishly in office, good governance should be about more than personal frugality. It's not enough to say you didn't steal. What did you build? Who did you empower? What did you reform? Obi continues to rely heavily on past examples of not using bulletproof cars, not buying jets, and being modest. But leadership in Nigeria today requires more than humility. It demands bold thinking, institutional reform, political alliances, and the ability to confront Nigeria's deeply rooted structural problems. Compassion is necessary, yes, but it must be matched with vision, action, and innovation. And there's another layer to this conversation. When Obi speaks of sacrifice, some wonder, what real politics risk has he taken? Has he fought for reforms beyond his campaign trial appearances and television interviews? Is he building a political movement that can challenge the status quo across the 36 states? Or is he simply positioning himself for 2027, hoping to ride the wave of dissatisfaction again? Because at the end of the day, Nigerians need more than emotional appeals. They need functioning hospitals, they need security, they need electricity, they need jobs, they need roads that last beyond one rainy season, they need clean water, working schools, and responsive governance. So why Peter Obi is right to call out the insensitivity of political elites, especially in moments of national tragedy, he must also provide more than moral outrage. If he wants to lead, he must show how he would build systems, not just how he would cut costs. What kind of economic policy would he pursue? How would he address insecurity in the north? What is planned for industrial growth, for federal restructuring, for youth unemployment? Nigerians are tired of politics without results. They want proof, not just promises. They want transformation, not just transparency. And as 2027 slowly draws near, it will no longer be enough for any presidential hopeful to say, "I lived modestly." The real question is, can you deliver results that touch lives, not just headlines? This is Naija Anchor News, giving you not just the story, but the questions that matter.